wonderful to be here with Shem, Bar Mitzvah, with Elliott and Elliott's family and friends to celebrate this passage, coming of age. And this passage is an initiation in the Jewish tradition. Elliott has been through an initiation with Wilderness Torah, and this is in partnership with Wilderness Torah to come to the Torah part of the Torah. This Torah is 550 years old. Wow. It is a survivor of World War II, and it's a reminder of the continuity of Jewish people. We have been initiating our children for 4,000 years through the language of our ancestors, which is Hebrew, the scroll which is written in this ancient language. And we are a people of storytellers. We are a people of storytellers. And so being a bar mitzvah, on the one hand, is being initiated as a storyteller among the people, so that each person who goes through this ceremony has a story, at least one story from the tradition that they can tell and interpret and grow through. It's like a palette. You bring your personal spiritual experience to the story, and the story speaks to you, and you illuminate the story. It's a very, very beautiful process, and Elliott did that so beautifully, just beautifully. And the mitzvah part, if you want to know what bar or bat mitzvah is, the mitzvah part, as we learn in the tradition, it means literally to connect or bind together like this. And it is about grounding your life as a human being by the time you are 13 in some basic ethical principles that inform all of your actions and your choices. What you buy, how you treat people, how you move in the world has to be grounded in restorative justice, in compassion, and in attentiveness to not causing harm. And so when you become this age, you are then considered accountable for beginning to think about the impact of one's actions in the world. So in addition to all the fantastic ceremonies that we have, and we are a people of ceremony, we have so many ceremonies, so many holy days. It's a wonderful way to live in the world, to celebrate, constantly be celebrating different aspects of life. This ceremony is so key that the community comes together, just loving on a young person. That gives you so much ground to stand on as you face the world. So your part in this ceremony is to pray along when you can, to sing along where you can. If you don't know the words, which are all written here and they're very easy, we chose songs that you could sing, you can try this technique. And I'll give you a little song that you can practice. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Now you try. La 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 la. Beautiful. And if you feel like standing and dancing for a moment, you can. In the middle of the ceremony, after we walk the Torah around, we'll open this Torah, and you can, then I'll call you up so that you can see this 550-year-old beautiful, beautiful scroll that, of course, has an amazing story. And then we'll return fairly quickly to our seats so that Elliott can proceed with reading from it. So now I'm going to call Elliott up, and we are going to begin the service with 3 welcome songs. Then we're going to go through a series of morning blessings until we come to the Torah portion, and all will be clear as we go.
Do people need a program? There's a couple more up here.
Ta'amod Shem Bar Mitzvah Shaliach Tzibur.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
As you may have noticed, we're not in a synagogue. This is because I've discovered that nature helps me connect to my spirituality. And so I chose a place to reflect this. Thank you for braving the elements to be here for me and for this sacred ritual. Instead of using all the prayers that I found connection with, all the prayers in the traditional morning service, I decided to only use the prayers that I found connection with. So I guess we're gonna start with some songs. Okay. Oh, how good and sweet it is when kinfolk sit together in peace.
Amen to that. We'll now continue with Bim Bam.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat, 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 Shalom. We call up Sarai Shapiro, Wilderness Torah, to lead us in Matovu, which you'll find in your prayer book.
How beautiful are your tents, Jacob, when your dwelling places are open to all people, Yisrael. mode ani lefanecha ruachai v'kayam mode ani lefanecha ruachai v'kayam mode ani lefanecha mode ani lefanecha. I am grateful for being restored to waking consciousness. How great is the steadfastness of life. I am grateful for the support of my family and community. I really appreciate all of the different ways you support me. I would now like to offer the opportunity for you to share something that you are grateful for.
So you can call out what you are feeling grateful for this morning.
Rain.
We say amen to that. Amen.
I'm grateful for being here.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Redwoods.
Woo.
Okay, try it again. Now.
We want to hear Jack real quick.
Elliott is my brother.
Yay!
Yay.
That's right.
You said nature.
In nature. Amen.
Some people might have
I'm really grateful. I'm remembering back to when I first got to meet Elliott at the beginning of 2 years we spent together in nature, and remembering how much he was on his edge, and how much he was like working to feel comfortable and really honest and genuine in his search of finding a way to be in a good way with nature and with the world, and seeing you grow up in these years. I'm so grateful and so proud to see you come into being a teenager and towards becoming an adult in this world. It gives me a lot of hope.
Amen.
Amen.
We come now to a ceremony called the washing of hands, and it's not to clean your hands, it's really a ritual purification, because your hands are so much an extension of what you do. And so every morning Jewish people who make this practice wake up, and before anything else happens, there's a bowl. And this bowl, created by Leah Rosen, is a ceremonial bowl for the washing of hands.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim.
Amen.
Let us bless the source of life and give thanks for the mitzvah of hand washing as we dedicate our hands to the work of compassion.
Blessing for the wonder of the human body.
Now, to help us center, I would like to invite everyone to join me in a mindfulness meditation. Let's begin by closing our eyes. Take 5 big, deep breaths. Thank you for joining me in this practice that helps me center. Baruch atah Adonai, rofei kol basar, umafli la'asot. Let us bless and take care of our bodies. Let us honor the wondrous gift of healing that is part of life.
Blessing for putting on the